After the New York Rangers managed to pull off a Game 2 overtime win against the Florida Panthers at home in the Eastern Conference Finals to tie this series up at 1, now heading down for Games 3 and 4 to Florida. That was a very important win, and Barclay Goodrow had a very nice overtime game winner for the Rangers. He came up clutch there with that nice snipe pass for Sergei Bobrovsky, but in this video, we're going to take a look at some news and updates involving the Rangers here in this Eastern Conference Finals matchup. We got some very important stuff to take a look at here. So let's begin by talking about Matt Rempe. This is a guy who may not be the most offensively gifted guy in the world, that's for sure. He's not some elite offensive talent. He's no Artemi Panarin out there, that is for sure. But this is a guy who brings so much to this team that isn't going to really show up on the score sheet there. Obviously, hits-wise, it's definitely going to show up there. But, points-wise, he's not going to be some crazy point guy there, scoring a bunch of goals, getting a bunch of assists. But what he brings with his physicality, his energy that he brings to the ice, and his overall ability to just kind of get the crowd fired up as well is something that is very important, especially at home. It brings a whole other factor to this game. I mean, you see in Game 2 there, he won a face-off back, the crowd goes wild. He makes hit, the crowd goes wild. He bumps into someone, the crowd goes wild. Whatever he does on the ice there, the crowd gets fired up. They start cheering. It gives some energy to the building there, and then obviously the guys on the ice as well feed off that energy and can definitely, help them go a long way as well. So having a guy like that, a big energy ball out there, his physicality as well, is definitely very important to have. He's also, a pretty tough player as well, as we know. So in case anything does happen, having a physical guy like that out there against a very tough team like the Panthers definitely cannot hurt by any means. He's also a guy who, going down to Florida for sure, he's not going to play as big of a role with hyping up the crowd there, but there's still going to be a decent amount of Rangers fans, I'd imagine. Rangers fans do travel quite well, so it might not be as much, obviously, that there is at MSG, but there's definitely going to be quite a few Rangers fans there, and having a guy like Matt Rempe there who can be a very physical player definitely can help out a ton. He also did have 9 hits in that Game 2 against the Florida Panthers, and so far in 8 playoff games does have 32 total hits. He also had a playoff career high of 10 minutes and 6 seconds in that Game 2 as well. So he played quite a bit there in that important Game 2 win for the Rangers, and definitely played a factor. Although he didn't score a goal or get an assist, he definitely made his mark on that game. And now taking a look here at a quote from Matt Rempe as Molly Walker posts on X. What's it like for New York Rangers Matt Rempe to hear MSG chant his name seconds into his first shift? Quote, the fans here are by far the best. They're unbelievable. I don't want to let them down. I love them so much. No matter what, they're chanting. I got to go out there. I want to make them proud. I want to go out there and do something with the shift. How can you not have energy when they're chanting that? It's awesome. Unbelievable. And this is kind of what I'm talking about here. Whenever he's on the ice there, no matter what he does, the crowd gets fired up. They start chanting. They start cheering. And that gives them so much energy and life to the team that definitely can help this team, really kind of go along and potentially go on a nice playoff run here. And having that crowd buzzing like that definitely can't hurt anything. So Matt Rempe is a big ball of energy out there. He gets the crowd fired up. He plays a physical game. He's overall a solid hockey player and definitely could have a very nice NHL career on the Rangers, and definitely will be a fan favorite for a very, very long time. And now taking a look here at an injury update for Jimmy Vesey, a very important part of the New York Rangers bottom 6 there. He plays a solid role in the penalty kill, really solid kind of two-way wing there. Can be a bit of a physical guy at moments, but a really solid kind of two-way forward, especially to have on your fourth line there, plays a pretty key role. Unfortunately, he is week to week right now after sustaining an upper body injury, which definitely does seem like is a shoulder kind of issue there, unfortunately. So hopefully he is not out too long. But for the replacement for Vesey there, I would imagine it's going to be Kaapo Kakko. Wheeler is available currently as well, but I don't think he fits the bottom 6 as good as a guy like Kakko does. I mean, Wheeler is going to bring a little more offensively for sure and a little more experience, but a guy like Kakko may not be the fastest or most physical guy in the world, but he definitely is a better two-way player than a guy like Wheeler. So I'm going to guess Kakko gets put back in there. Wheeler has not played for a very long time as well, so that's definitely not on his side either. But Kakko could either go down there on that fourth line, maybe beside Rempe and Goodrow for a fourth line there, or you could see Cooley go down to the fourth line there and see maybe Kakko jump up to that third line there. It's a possibility. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. I would guess Keel's probably going to stay still in that top 6 alongside Kreider and Zibanejad. If it does happen there, Kakko will either be on that third or fourth line, which is kind of what I'm guessing at this point. But we do not know exactly what the lines are going to be at this exact moment. And I also wanted to talk about Barclay Goodrow. This is a guy who didn't have the best regular season, definitely wasn't quite worth that $3.6 million cap hit that he does have for another few seasons, but Barclay ended up showing up big time so far in these playoffs. He's got a total of 4 goals in 12 playoff games played so far. He's got 2 assists added on there as well, so 6 points in 12 playoff games. He's got 2 game-winning goals. One very important one that we saw in Game 2 against the Panthers there the other night. So this is a guy who has come up pretty clutch for the Rangers so far in these playoffs. For a bottom 6 kind of fourth line guy, he has produced very well offensively. He's also done pretty good shorthanded as well. He does have a shorthanded goal, which is definitely nice to see. I mean, overall, this is a guy who has produced at a very good level offensively for a fourth line guy. Like I said, he's a pretty good leader, assistant captain, penalty kill guy as well. A ton of playoff experience. He has won 2 Stanley Cups with the Tampa Bay Lightning, and he's also pretty much shown that he is a playoff performer so far in these playoffs. He's shown up big time. Like I said, this regular season definitely did not end up, earning his $3.6 million contract. I mean, didn't quite end up being worth that, but so far in these playoffs, he has been absolutely fantastic, and hopefully we will see this continue as obviously, we've got like Vesey out. He's definitely going to have to step up a bit there and definitely play a big factor in that bottom 6 on that fourth line. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please smash the like button. It helps out the channel a ton. I would really appreciate it. If you are a Rangers fan, don't forget to smash that subscribe button for daily New York Rangers content as I do post every single day. And also don't forget to comment down below your thoughts on that nice Game 2 win as well as the series as a whole. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next one. Bye.